Hello world of tankers, welcome back to the channel. In this video, as we can see here, I will be talking about the MBT-B, this tier 9 American premium heavy tank. This tank was available in the last event, after party event. We could have this tank if you unlocked enough hammers by opening that crates or containers, or how they're called again, whatever. And I had my hands on this tank because I was lucky enough and I opened one of those crates and I got from one time 200 hammers and I needed 300 to get, but I saved already some hammers from some older openings, and here we go, we got this vehicle. So I'm really pretty surprised about this tank. It's really not bad at all. And I compare this vehicle to the Optic 752, which is the tier 9 Soviet collector heavy tank. This tank, it's not only my opinion, but the stats saying that it's the best tier 9 heavy tank, the best performing tier 9 heavy tank in this game. And this tank here is really very similar to the Optic 752. We got a decent gun on it, we got a strong frontal armor, and yeah, the difference is that the Optic 752 got a bit better frontal armor and a bit more of TPM. Okay, we got here 2.5, but it's an auto loader. Here we got 2k TPM, but it's an auto reloader. So the differences between those two tanks, this tank, you are going to fire 2 shells and then you have to wait, I don't know how much, 20 seconds to fire again. We need to wait, yeah, 16 seconds. On this vehicle here, we got auto loader. That means we're going to fire 1 shell, then we have, I don't know, we wait 2 or 3 seconds and we fire the second shell, and then we need only to wait about 11 seconds to fire again. And that's why it's not really that big difference in point of TPM. Even on paper, states here that the Optic 752 got a better TPM. So why am I comparing those two tanks? Because they are really very similar to each other, and the difference, as we saw, or as we said, is the Optic got a bit more armor and a bit more TPM. This tank is, on the other side, much more faster, is faster than the Optic 752, which will allow us to play it like a heavium tank, and that's what I'm going to show you later, why I prefer to go to the medium side with this tank. While inspecting the armor of this tank, you're going to see the huge difference, okay? So let's talk about the equipment. We need calibrated shells. We have with that really an insane penetration, and we will penetrate with this 397mm of penetration, all the tier 10 heavies, all the tier 9 heavies, no problem, okay? That's why go definitely for the calibrated shells. Enhanced gun laying drive. We have here, as I told you, a decent gun with a good accuracy for this kind of big caliber, 0.3 gun dispersion at 100 meters. Go absolutely for the enhanced armor. I'm gonna show you also later why. We have a good view range for the heavy tank, so improved optics, engine accelerator, and the consumable delivery system, because I'm not using here any adrenaline, so I prefer to use my consumables more often by using that in my equipment. So I'm going for safety first, 2 repair kits, and also engine power boost. So far so good. About what we need here, about the tank provisions, also I'm taking the engine, improved fuel, and also I'm taking with me the cola to have a bit more of TPM and a better view range. About the stats on paper about this vehicle, so we can do, let's see how much exactly damage per shot, 390, let's say 400 damage per shot. That's really a good alpha damage. The reload time between every shot is 4 seconds, and the good thing is for example, we got no reserve shell. That means if you fire your first shell, you will just need to wait 12 seconds to fire again, which is the normal reload time for any heavy tank, okay? The speed is insane, as I told you, 31 km per hour of average speed, and the top speed is, yeah, 38 km per hour. That's really pretty fast for a heavy tank. We're gonna now have a closer look at the armor of this tank and the gun depression, and then we're going to jump straight to the battlefield to show you how to play with this tank to get the best performance out of it. It's really a bit tricky. We need to use the speed, we need to use this decent gun, the fast shooting gun, this high alpha damage. Yeah, I'm gonna show you in a few seconds how to do that. And yeah, here we go. This is the armor of this vehicle standing in front of the E75, a German tier 9 heavy tank using premium shells. Whatever, doesn't make any difference without or with premium shells, because we will still have always this big weak spot here on the lower plate of our armor. Okay, so any tank will penetrate this weak spot, whatever, tier 8 heavies, TDs, mediums, tier 9 heavies, TD mediums, and also tier 10s. Okay, that's why it doesn't matter against which tank are you playing. If you are held down, we need to be careful, or try to hide this part here in behind rocks or buildings or whatever, so we show only this part. And this part here is really well enhanced, it's trollish, it's very hard to penetrate the upper plate and the turret. If the enemy go for premium shells, of course, well, don't risk a lot going on flat ground with this vehicle, because especially the tier 9 TDs and heavies, tier 9 TDs and tier 10 TDs. Let's take the big threat of us is the Expanser E100. With this penetration without premium shells, look at this, they will penetrate us. With premium shells, yeah, okay, everything is green. But now we're going to see the strength of this vehicle and why I prefer to go to the medium side with this tank. Let's take same tier 9 medium, for example, and here we go. As I told you, the lower plate is always penable, but if we go hull down, we use our 8 degrees of depression, and the enemy will see this. Okay, it's all red. The lower plate will be anyway hidden because we are in a hill. Okay, and then the enemy will see this. Even with premium shells, we are still very hard to penetrate, and that's how we should play with this vehicle. Okay, try to play it hull down. Okay, try to go in high ground and summit of hills, poke with your nose, take your shot, fall back, and while you are going out, you will not risk a lot, because yeah, the enemy will be able only to shoot on this part here, and it's all red even using premium shells. It's gonna be, I think, not a huge difference if you are playing against tier 10 mediums. Okay, all the same, even with premium shells. Okay, we still have some weak spots, but if you just poke very fast, fire a shot, fall back, there is a pretty high probability that you are going to block the shot, especially against medium. And that's why I prefer, if your team split, they go heavy and medium side, I go always to the medium side, because this tank is really not that classic heavy tank. It's not that classic super heavy tank, very slow, very big. No, it's a fast heavy tank with a decent gun, with good accuracy. It's a combination, it's a mix of heavy and medium tank, and that's why go medium tank. If there is a chance or opportunity to go to the medium, go medium side. And that's what I actually mostly doing on the battlefield with this tank. So let's see how I'm doing that. Here we go, the first battle is in Castilla. And yeah, you know me all if I'm playing with mediums, and this time with this kind of helium tank. Yeah, I will go to the middle of the map, because here I can spot the heavies crossing to base C, and I can get some free shots. Here we go, the first enemy is the KV5. Here I have no problems to penetrate his armor even with normal shell. Now a shot with a premium shell. We know the KV5 is really a big Soviet fortress, very hard to penetrate, but we have here no problem to get some shots on him, and I already dealt 750 of damage and blocked also one shot. Another shot and goodbye. Another sneaky shot on that KV5. So, and that's why I prefer always to go to the middle of the map in Castilla, because it's really a very strategical point here to conquer. Okay, got the ground tank right there. Let's see if we can get him. So it's a decent gun. You see, guys, we have really no yeah, accuracy issues, no aiming issues, no penetration issues, and in addition to that, a strong armor. Already 1400 damage block officially till now. Okay, it was unlucky. I hit it only the gun of the Conway, and also I did already a lot of damage by assistance, because I spotted the KV-5, I spotted the ground tank, I spotted the convoy. So here we go. Now I'm gonna use my speed and rush YOLO style. Look at this speed, guys. 38, 39 km per hour, okay? It's really pretty fast for a heavy tank. I wanted to finish the convoy, but the Burask is also on his way. Let's see who's going to get him. And here we go, surprise. He really didn't saw that coming. And now we got here the T-95 and ground tank. I'm gonna use my heat shells to make sure to finish him, or maybe HE shell. But I don't want to risk getting slapped at the same time by the T-95. Here we go. I would prefer to go for more damage than finishing the ground tank. And also again, damage block. Let's have a look how much damage blocked till now. Damage yield 2200, 1900 damage blocked. So this is just the perfect showcase, okay? This tank got really big performance. It's really very effective if correctly played, and that's how we should play with this tank. So you will not be able to do such things like I'm doing with other super heavy tanks, big heavy tanks who are slow and who got some let's say bad accuracy or bad gun dispersion. This tank is really a special one. Yeah, faster than other heavies, and yeah, if you know how to play with it, guys, as we saw here in this battle, you are going to perform great battles and be very decisive on the battlefield and be, yeah, the leader and the carrier for your team. So 2500 damage dealt and also 2k damage blocked. And look at this, how much damage assisted. 2.6k damage assisted. Actually, the best player of the team. Even I'm not the best player of the team in point of damage, okay? So 4 enemy tanks destroyed. Yeah, numbers don't lie and stats don't lie. That was the first battle with the MBT-B. Now let's check out the second Lagoon this time, and against higher tier tanks. We got 5 tier 10s and 2 tier 9 tanks. The Charfutur 4 or the Charfutur 4 was faster than me, conquering this hill. It's also a very strategical point in this map. If you are playing with mediums and lights, go here, try to spot and get some free shots, and that's what I'm trying to do here. But they are far away and hiding behind the rocks. That's why I decided, like the Charfutur is going to get first the base B, and to make sure that we are going to win this battle, and also support the Charfutur 4 with the T-57 heavy. So thanks to me, he was able now to capture the base B. We blocked the T-57. Now he's going back, and we will keep pushing on him. Nope, we got the Projet Morat also pushing, so I prefer to stay here, wait until reloading my second shell, and then go out and get some free shots on the Kranwagen instead of the Projet Morat, because he's in front of me. I can get some damage. Look at this, guys, 488 with precision fire. I mean, that's really a big alpha damage. And after firing my first shell, I can easy fire again, because it's not a reserve shell, and we don't have really that very long time or long barrel time with this gun, and that's also very helpful, very effective compared to other tanks with a auto reloader reserve shell. Okay, the Projet Morat is soon destroyed. Here we go. It's a tough battle to now. Okay, 4v4. We got actually a good enemy team, but skills in the end do the difference, and how we are playing with your tank, how we are driving your tank. So here we go. I'm trying to get here the E50. Nice. Now let's turn around. My teammate will anyway finish the E50 soon. I hope so, at least. Here we go. He got him now. And we still can go for a bit of damage. I hope I will be fast enough to get, for example, a HE shell on the butt of that Kranwagen. Oh yes, look at this. 476 damage with the HE shell. Let's keep pushing on him. Oh, come on, bro. The BZ-75 got also a nice penetration with the HE shell, and now... come on, yep, that was close, but yeah, I will be too late. Come on, nope, that's it, but still, we were able here to deal 3,400 damage in this battle against tier 10 tanks, okay, surviving the whole battle. Yeah, so it's really an insane vehicle. We were even able to block some damage, second class mastery badge. And here, the best player of my team and point of damage in this battle. Well, yeah, guys, that was my showcase, my review about the MBT-B, this brand new tier 9 premium American heavy tank. I'm pretty sure about that this tank will appear soon in kind of crates or other events. If you see it, try to get it. It's really not bad at all. I played till now with this vehicle 25 battles with a 64% win rate, nearly 2k average damage. Yeah, this tank can really compete with the best tier 9 heavies in this game. For example, with the Object 752. I mean, this is a beast, and this is a kind of small bro of the beast, okay? It's really insane, really effective, and it's a combination of a heavy tank and a medium tank. Yeah, it's more for skilled players, for players who know what are they doing on the battlefield. Yeah, it's not beginner friendly because this tank must be played hull down, if possible. So yeah, it's all up to you now if you want to go for this tank or not. So with that, we arrived to the end of this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you soon in the next one. Bye bye.